Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching I Allegedly. And I've got a good one for you today because people are afraid of everything. Fear of everything right now. And there's a lot to cover with banking, with the economy, a little bit of everything. Before I get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. And today we have a sponsor, Dr. Gundry, and I'll get into him a little later. But this is great. Market Watch has a story below from a man named Bob Savage from BNY Mellon, Bank of Mellon in New York. And he is saying people are just fearful of everything right now. And one thing that he's pleased with is that this has not been panic yet in the marketplace. It's just utter fear to where they're frozen in time and frozen in space. Now, what a horrible way to live, guys. What a horrible way to live socially. What a horrible way to live economically, with your job, with your future, with your relationships, with absolutely everything. This is utterly awful to think of it this way. But here's the thing. Things are not good right now. You have to protect yourself and shore up the dam right now because of what's coming in. And what he's talking about is that things just, when you look at the numbers for these banks, they're not good right now. Okay? Now, let's go to Bank of America first of all. Bank of America is clearly the problem child with the banking industry right now. Think about this. Bank of America, their stock, when the health crisis hit, they made money hand over fist. Their stock went up 170%. Hello. Okay, let's put money there. That's great. Well, times they've changed, okay? And, JPMorgan Chase, the wonder kind, what everybody wants to be in the banking industry, they went up 71% during that same time. So everybody wants to be JPMorgan. Brian Moynihan, who is the CEO of Bank of America, give you guys a shot of this place right here. Isn't that beautiful this morning? He's sitting there talking about how they've got problems, but hey, don't worry about us. We're going to be fine when we get through this. And here's the thing. Bank of America is like all the other big banks, that they have undeclared losses. They have bet money on derivatives and things that got us into trouble in 2008 in the first place. They've done that again, but this time's exponentially bigger than it was last time. So the problem with this is that come this week, you're going to have Bank of America issue their earnings. And the one thing collectively that the big four banks have admitted to that we know is much worse is that they're going to write off in bad debt $5.4 billion in bad debt. It's unbelievable, guys. That's people that are not going to pay, that they're never going to collect. Poof, it's in the air. It's a write-off. It's a charge-off. Have a nice day. Now, the thing that gets worse is you're going to have more auto loans go bad. You're going to have more people with commercial real estate go bad. I saw the greatest video today about commercial real estate, talking about how you could see things go at 10 to 15 cents in the dollar for commercial real estate right now. And the problem with it is that it's so damaged and so destroyed, and nobody wants to be there. And you can sit there and go, gosh, I'd love an office building at 15 cents in the dollar. The problem is, who's going to go in there? You have to maintain it. And these people that are buying these things, some of them don't have the cash to maintain them. So some of these companies, it's great, thinking that they're going to flip commercial real estate, are finding out, we can't do that. And just because we have a cheaper office doesn't mean anybody's going to show up, because they're not showing up right now. So a true problem all the way around. Now, Wells Fargo, it's hard to believe this. Wells Fargo's in better shape than Bank of America is right now. And you could realistically see Bank of America go out of business during this time. And a bunch of great articles that I put all this together from are included below. But this is the beginning of this. Jamie Dimon from JPMorgan, I can't stand a man of the people that's not a man of the people. That is a country club. He hangs out at hotels like this, and this is the Holiday Inn for him. You know what I mean? And I don't stay at places like this, okay? Let's face it. None of us do, really, unless it's a rare occasion. So this guy, is talking about, I've never seen this much fear in the marketplace ever. I've never seen so much fear in the economy ever. Well, there's war, you've got instability in markets, you've got commercial real estate collapse, and you have banks that are about to fold right before our eyes, and nobody wants to admit it. But when you have these trillions of dollars in derivatives that people have used to leverage themselves up, and the unrealized losses, they have losses on their books they have not counted yet. And when you think about that, it makes it so that it's completely upside down when you have one of these institutions that are basically bankrupt before your eyes. We're transacting business with them, and they're, basically, completely bankrupt. Ruth, who is a subscriber, goes out and takes Dan's advice and sets up 3 new bank accounts, and then goes to pay her Discover card bill, and they said, hey, your account's less than 90 days old. We can't do an ACH on this. We have to mail them a check. Ruth is like, are you kidding me? I could mail them a check. I could have done that. So, you're starting to see all these cracks. And the bank said to her, isn't it going to be great when we have the central bank digital currencies? You won't have to have these delays, because they wanted her address, her home. Now think about it, she has the account. They have her account information, and they wanted her address, her, driver's license, everything to verify the account one more time after she's got money in there for a couple months. Okay, but because it wasn't 3 months old, they wouldn't allow these payments to be done electronically. That's insane, guys. You're seeing the slow burn for the banking industry right now. And people don't get it. People don't get it. But, Jamie Dimon, who tells us the story about how, it's an economic hurricane, no, it's great, no, it's a soft landing, no, it's not, it's good, it's bad. The thing that you can count on is instability right now. You have to get yourself ready. What happened this week? Gold and silver shot up during this time. So it's just a matter of time until we see more action with the metals market in the coming months. So let me know what you guys think about this stuff. I am telling you this right now. Trim everything out of your life that you don't need. Get rid of every bill, pay off every credit card, do what you can do to get out of this right now and to get yourself debt-free. Do that. Peace of mind, guys, is what you need to have right now, because you're going to see a lot of instability globally in the marketplace. Let me know what you think about this so far. Let's talk about our sponsor, Dr. Gundry. So many people have tried to lose weight, and you may have tried, low-fat diets, low-carb diets, probiotics, and still not had success. Dr. Gundry is a cardiologist who, for the last 2 decades, has kept his weight, off. He's lost over 70 pounds, and his system has made it so that his joints are healthier, he's healthier, healthier heart, and it's just a very simple system. If you go to thehealthyfat.com/Dan, you can take a look at a video from Dr. Gundry and see this whole system. Now, think about this. The older we get, it's much more difficult to lose weight. You need an edge. I like it because Dr. Gundry does something that's completely natural and helps you with this. But take a look at this today. Go to thehealthyfat.com/Dan. Use the link below to check this video out, and you can see exactly what Dr. Gundry's talking about. I'm so happy he's here. So many of you have checked these videos out already from Dr. Gundry, and it's been a complete success. If you're interested in losing weight and eating healthy and having a healthy lifestyle, take a look at Dr. Gundry's video today. Lately, I have not been surprised by all the imbeciles that we have to listen to on a regular basis when it comes to the economy. And this one's great. Paul Krugman. He is a Nobel Prize winner for economics. Solid, financial background. He just said on Thursday of this last week that inflation is over with and that it's done. You don't have to worry about inflation. We've won the war on inflation. If you exclude food, gas, and rent, if you put those things out of it, we've won the war on inflation. Liar, okay, let's start with that. Number 2, what an idiot. What an absolute idiot. He got lambasted on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it this week, on Elon's, site, and, on all these different sites. New York Post, all the different comments, fantastic. What an absolute imbecile. Again, a fat cat, East Coast country club douche that is hanging out, telling you how inflation is gone. It's absolutely ridiculous when you think about this, because it's not. We have been victimized by this. The Fed has taken such advantage of us, and their goal of 2%, their goal of 2%. I don't believe the 4.7%, guys. I don't believe it at all to save my life. But if you get rid of food, let's go back to this. Food, if you get rid of gas and your rent, housing, guys, everything's great. Inflation is gone. It's disappeared. Who are these people? Who are these people? I'm telling you this right now. The great thing about having a global audience is that you guys write me and share stuff with me, and everybody, I don't care where you live on this planet, we are all facing the same thing. Housing problems, rent's too expensive, mortgages are too expensive. I pity the people in Canada and the people in the UK that have to refinance these loans every 2 years. Man, they're just getting clobbered. They're paying thousands of dollars more a year. Mr. Krugman doesn't get it that the average family of 4 right now spends $1,200 more a year, $1,200 more a month for their inflationary spike. So where does that money come from, Mr. Krugman? When you're loaded like he is, you can sit there and do stupid things like that and say this. So share your thoughts on this stuff so far. To go along with your pantophobia, here's a good one for you. Pantophobia is the fear of everything, by the way. We talked about in our last video about how great Ford was doing and that they may not survive. How about this one? Brand new recall for Ford. 238,000 cars that the rear axle bolt could snap off and the axle could dislodge and come disassembled from the SUVs. Oh, okay. Maybe we should get that fixed. Anyways, I had a Mitsubishi car that was discontinued, and bought it, and I'll never forget, I was doing a really sharp U-turn on it, and the front axle fell off the car in the middle of the street. Okay, blocked traffic, everything. It was an absolute mess about 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago. And the tow truck driver said, yeah, I've seen this a bunch with these cars. These cars suck. Can't get them fixed, can't find parts for it. This car's totaled, he told me, as it's sitting there with the axle laying off the car and the car on the ground like that. So imagine that happening with your Ford. Walmart, man, oh man. Walmart's got a good one going on right now, because I witnessed this and I didn't know what it was until I read this story below. Walmart is trying to fight crime at their self-checkouts, because so many people walk up and steal things. And I've seen people steal stuff at Walmart's time and again, where they, hey, I don't have my receipt. Where is it? I'm leaving. I'm walking out. And they walk out with it. Well, Walmart says that they're starting to confront people at the self-checkout and ask them. I was at a Home Depot the other day returning something, and some guy was pushing an air conditioner to the store. Where's your receipt for that? Where's your receipt for that? Where's your receipt for that? And needless to say, they're starting to get more serious about this stuff, because they just are tired of getting robbed blind in broad daylight at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But Walmart is saying, and read the article below because it's awesome, talking about how more and more people are doing this crime. And more people, when they are confronted, they give the store grief. And the store employees are saying, hey, we don't make enough money to deal with this. This is insane. I'm putting up with these people yelling at me. But what I saw Huntington Beach, California, was I saw a man trying to buy something, and then he's like, hey, this isn't working. And she goes, oh, you know what? Let me help you. This machine's not working right now. Go over here. And he's like, what? Yeah, this machine's shut down. It's out for service right now. You're going to have to go to the next machine. I don't have time for this. Tosses the item, and this is outrageous. And you guys blah, 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 starts swearing and walks out. And I just thought, what an idiot. I didn't think anything about it. Well, the story below, Walmart, as they start to confront people, they found a way to automatically disable the self-checkout. If they think that you're doing some type of scam or stealing from them, they can disable it and turn it off. And they say everybody that gives them grief are the people that are stealing. That's what they found. So they're trying not to confront these people. They're trying not to say, hey, you're a thief, what are you doing? They're just trying to say, let me help you over here. Let me help you with the transaction. What's your method of payment? How are you going to do this? I'm stealing. I don't have a method of payment. So kind of funny when you think about that. So have you witnessed anything like that? Have you witnessed anything, people trying to deter crime or anything like that? Just a beautiful morning out here, guys. Absolutely stunning. The waves are nice. It's just beautiful. People swimming, walking on the rocks. Got all the Instagram models over there. Okay, it's nice. Airbnb in New York, since September 6th, they had a crackdown where you can't list Airbnbs in New York unless you're registered with the state. So what did people do? People are using bootleg sites to have their own Airbnb listings. Okay, go to underground sites. Hey, come rent my cool loft for $200 a day. You guys, I am telling you this. Do you want to get robbed? Do you want to get ripped off? You go to one of these alternative sites. My favorite is Saeed B&B is a new one where Saeed will rent you his properties through his own listing service. We don't need Airbnb. Come directly to Saeed. The problem with it is that the idea of regulation, guys, the idea of safety, security, insurance, making sure that you're not going to get robbed, murdered, and killed when you rent one of these places, is that Saeed has been vetted, okay? When you go to Saeed.com, maybe the nicest guy in the world, but I'm not going to run the risk of that, okay? So, would you guys go to one of those alternative sites? Would you go and rent from Saeed directly? Again, maybe the greatest guy in the world. We can have him on I Allegedly Live next week, but let me know. Plus, that's the other thing, guys. We're on Spotify every day. For those of you that have Spotify account, search I Allegedly, guys, because people are starting to watch that a lot. It's nice. So I really appreciate you guys listening, on Spotify. It's very cool, okay? So share your thoughts on this stuff so far. Yeah. Where's the ring, bro? Come on. I'm going to end this video with these last couple stories. Just a quick video for you this morning. I love stories like this. And there's a man, Paul Gonzalez, who went out and bought himself 5 Teslas. And he tricked the websites into selling him the cars when he didn't have the money. One of his checking accounts only had like $111 in the checking account, and this guy got $560,000 for the Teslas. A Model 3, and he bought some the Model X with the SUVs, okay? Now, this guy tricked them, takes possession of the vehicles. They then rescind the ownership. Hey, you don't have full documentation. You don't have full ownership of the cars. So what's he do? Goes to eBay, sells one on eBay really cheap, sells one on Craigslist really cheap. He even sold one to a car dealership and sold the 3 cars for $231,000, dramatically under market. And the 4th car, he couldn't get a buyer for. So you know what he did? He took it out to a lake, and he, said he was lake fishing, because it was cold out, and set the car on fire. Uh-oh. Okay? So destroys the car. We were lake fishing, and just a fire happened, and they denied the insurance claim. What do you know? So he's getting 4 years in jail right now for this, and he has to pay restitution, and they're trying to collect the cars back and things like that. But man, oh man, isn't that crazy? These people do this, and I think that they actually think that they're going to get away with this. That's what's funny. So anyways, thank you guys, one and all, for sending me these stories. hello@iallegedly.com is where you send the stories. Fantastic story, okay? Absolutely great. I love that you guys send me this stuff. Final story is Best Buy. Best Buy is officially getting rid of DVDs right now. You will not be able to buy DVDs at Best Buy anymore. In fact, I don't know where you're going to be able to buy DVDs anymore other than probably eBay, you know, and Amazon and places like that. So you're not going to be able to go to a retail outlet and look for DVDs anymore. It's kind of sad. Sad day in the neighborhood. So please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take a look at Dr. Gundry. Don't have Phobia. Don't be afraid of everything. Fix your life right now, guys. There's still time to do this. Get out of debt. Get a security plan. Save some money. Protect yourself and your family. Have a plan. Onward and upward, guys. I'll see you guys very soon.